Episode 53 of Inside the Rapper Studio. We are in here, we are in there, we are everywhere. Uh, Hopefully everybody's having a solid Wednesday night. Tonight we're gonna have Yoko McThuggin on, talking about a few things, such as her latest project. It's a rap snack, talking about stoner game music. This is silk, actually. This is actually silk. I don't have any velvet that I think of. I got velour. I got like two velours, but this is the only silk that I have. Yoko's in the building. Hopefully we can get started now. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Enough about me. Valvinus, oh please. How are
Hey, Silky.
you?
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Hi, everybody in the live.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me make sure I turn my volume all the way up. All right, say something again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, let's get it started. Episode 53 of Inside the Rapper Studio. Of course, I'm your host, Score Swayze, and today we have a very special guest in the building. She is a hardworking rapper, a performer, an all-around brand of person. Everybody, please drop hearts, drop likes for comments for the one, the only, Yoko McThuggin.
Hello. Hey, everybody. And thank you for having me. Like, it's awesome. Like,
Don't
I love getting to talk to people. Like,
it?
like I'm such a loner. I love people, but I have like a thing with people. So it's like I love it's just it's weird with people, but I love talking to people and like letting people pick my brain and then picking other people's brains. Like
Gotcha. So
definitely here for it.
is it more so you like other people, but you keep that introverted energy?
Yeah, I like that's what it is. It's like I like people, but I don't want to be around people unless I'm ready to be around people. And I'm like the most joyous person in the world one time. That's why I'm a loner, but I like people. But I have my people that are like,
Close to your heart.
yeah. Like if you're my people forever.
Gotcha. All right. So for every episode of Inside the Rapper Studio, there is an origin story told from the bottom of the screen for the guest. So could you tell us how everything got started musically for the artist known as Yoko McThuggin?
Okay, so for as far as like me being like, because I have to be a little more specific, like Yoko McThuggin really became a real live artist maybe 4 years ago. I've had a passion for music since childhood. Like I used to wish I could sing, so I would write songs, like try to remix Destiny's Child songs. I've always wanted to perform. Like I just love the stage of it, like the everyday life of it. But it wasn't until maybe high school I recorded my very first song. Oh my goodness. And my rap name used to be Lady Shy because I was scared to rap in front of everybody. So Lady Shy, like life happened. Like had kids, things was going on. And then a couple years ago I was in a space in my life that if I had a dream and I wanted to pursue it, I was like, I only got but so much more time. Like before you know it, I'm 30. Like I had in this mind, like if I really want to do music and I really want to be a rapper, I can't do it after 27, 28. There's no such thing as old rappers. But from actually taking my time and like finding myself musically, there is no such thing as like an old or a young rapper. It's just an artist, like a full-fledged all-around artist. Like you love what you do. It doesn't matter if you're 99 doing it. If you love it and it's good and people love it, keep doing it and it makes you feel good. So Yoko has been her own entity since I want to say 2016, 17. And it's been a joyous hell of a ride. Like I've had so much fun in the very beginning. Like I went through like every artist goes through like their ups and downs and trials and tribulations of trying to be an artist. But like you go through that, like that comes with the game. But then fortunately I had fun. Like I met like a fuckload of like amazing people. Like not hey, not just like people I work with or people I want to work with, like just people I've met different places, people that have come from different places to meet me. Like I didn't, it wasn't until like I really knew like, dang, you have a reach, and people enjoy you, and that made me realize like I just want to make people feel good because when I get around people, I feel good. So it's like that's what Yoko's here to do,
All
to
about
make
spreading the
people
love.
feel something, like just feel something.
Got you. So, would you say that you learned patience with the time frame thing as a musician, not just a musician, but as a rapper? Because a lot of
It
people get those we get those we got to do this before this certain amount of time, or we got to do that. And I guess learning patience kind of reverses that. So, did you learning patience over the years reverse that kind of like thought process?
it didn't really like reverse it. Like in the very beginning, like I told you, like I felt like I was rushed. So I didn't, nobody was rushing me. I set a timeline for myself that I had to get done. Like I had to put out a project. I have to be on SoundCloud. I need to be music videos. But then it's like, do I want to just throw everything out there and not have my best? And so patience taught me, and I didn't learn patience until the previous year that just passed. And that's why everything from this point on, I'm not setting a not setting a bar that I can't achieve, but I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to achieve something. I just, like I said, I've come to the point like I want to feel, I want to make people feel, and if I made one person feel, that's amazing to me. So in this process, like everybody who's loving Yoko, they understand me now. So there's you can never rush her because whenever you get it from her, it's amazing.
Right.
So just enjoy it, just enjoying the process. Like I've learned to enjoy the process. That's what patience has taught me. Enjoy the process, even with everything that's happening. Like to this day I still don't have no videos, but I performed on big ass stages without like,
No visuals.
and in the beginning I felt as though, oh my god, I need a visual, that's fucking me up because I don't have a visual. Then it's like, oh my god, I need a body of work because it's fucking me up, I don't have a body of work. And so that's where It's a Rap Snack came.
Mm. I guess this is where we segue into talking about it's a rap
It's a Rap Snack.
notes. Uh, so tell us how this project came to be conceptually.
It's a Rap Snack was always an idea. Like I've had that idea when I first came out with music. I just didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I was like, I want to make a rap snack bag and making my mixtape cover. Like I had the name for the mixtape and the mixtape cover in my brain way before I even recorded music for it or it decided. It's like I knew I want It's a Rap Snack. And so as I started recording music, like just to inform everybody, that all the music on It's a Rap Snack is all music that was recorded my first 3 years rapping and recording. None of that's new. None of it's new.
All work.
Yeah, so I appreciate people taking it in, and I'm like, oh, y'all love my old stuff. Y'all going when y'all get this new stuff that I got coming. So It's a Rap Snack was really just me playing around with a lot of music and then learning the game. That's why I said I had to learn a lot of things. Stop stealing beats from YouTube, make connections with actual real live producers that you can work with and do things like that. Learning how to what I copywriting, BMI, at like all of that process, like because I didn't know any of that stuff. I had to sit down with the team that let me know like you need to get all of this in order if this is really what you want to do. Because you can make music and put it there, but what if somebody really likes it? Now you can do absolutely nothing with it. So It's a Rap Snack was really what I think my collection of best of my best, like, because I have crap tons of unreleased work, but songs that reminded me of teenage years. Like when I see Rap Snack bags, I'm 30. I was in elementary and middle school bags when the original Rap Snack bags came out with Romeo and stuff on it. So like it was nostalgic for me. So that's why a lot of the beats that I use, there are some really old beats. We got like some super pop beats. Just like beats that made me feel like I remember this song. I remember this time and place. Like this was a vibe for me at this time. Like this was cool. And just me trying to figure out where I was at musically. Because in the beginning, I didn't know But like, you know how they say a lane that you want to be in? I didn't feel like I fit in. It's like kind of fit like here, but then I don't fit. But then I kind of fit here, but then I don't fit. Then I had to accept the fact like maybe you just don't want to fit.
That,
Like you're not made to fit. That's why you just so it's a rap snack. Is I call it my ninth grade year, my freshman project. So everybody's grown with me. Like you're growing with my process. It's me showing like I could do all types of rap. Like I can do all types of stuff. So when y'all get to my junior and my sophomore, you'll understand like, okay, I can see her in this lane. I can see her making this type of music because I saw glimpses of it on It's a Rap Snack.
that.
So that's what my son is trying to be in the interview. I
Oh,
had him put out the room. Well,
welcome to
he's
the time, everybody.
listen. I'll bring him in here. I'll wait till we get a little bit through because he's a showstopper. He's a Scorpio like myself, so he wants to be in everything, in everything. It literally in everything. But lost my train of thought. But that it was just me growing. So like it was growing with It's a Rap Snack. So I I like I it was mainly put out so I could see what people wanted from me and what they enjoyed listening to from me. Because as an artist, you get in your own brain. And I call it like infatuation of your own voice, and like you fall in love with your like I love it. Everything I put out, like I love it. This is my favorite thing. But
Demoitis.
yeah, like I always joke like I didn't want to have the Kanye. I like because Kanye's a great like he's the great, but like even some of Kanye's bad music, you can't tell Kanye in his brain that was bad music. So I want to be able to touch the people who's actually listening to me. So It's a Rap Snack was y'all like this? Y'all like that?
Yeah,
Y'all cool on this?
testing the waters.
Or y'all want more of this? And then I'll pay attention to what y'all notice, what y'all like, and what you don't like, but I'll still do what I like. Not saying what I want to do like that, but like I'm still going to do me, but I'm going to take in like a lot of consideration of the people who are listening to me.
Gotcha, gotcha. So the first song I wanted to talk to you from Rap Snack is called "Fuck XXL." Very straightforward title. Could you tell us how this song came to be?
Okay, so fuck double XL, like that was more of a. This is I want to say a few years like this is when I first started rapping. Like they had like the Baltimore XXL list, and the original list didn't have any females on it at all. Like I don't care for myself. I just started rapping, but why don't we don't hold a spot at all? So when they did make the list, it's a lot of people. Like I listen to a lot of people in Baltimore, and I can't like pinpoint who was on the list now, but none of the people that I listen to were on that list. And a lot of the people that I listen to are really dope artists, but the city isn't championing behind them yet. I listen to a lot of under like not to sound cocky, like the people I listen to, like probably some of the same people you listen to, like like the city champ. Not saying nothing wrong with the city, but it's like, come on now,
It can't be the same five people.
yeah, like it's we got way more talent out here, and this is all y'all want to listen to, like way. And then it was just me saying like, even if I did get to a point where the city wants to champion behind me, I don't care because it's not over. It's like this city right now does popularity versus talent. Like it's like whoever's popular is more like spotlighted, and I don't care if you're popular. I just like what you
Do you feel as though that's
think.
a continuous thing that happens within not just the city, but the music industry?
Everywhere. Like what's popular. That's why like one of these days, and the times are changing. Like times are definitely changing where it's not about popularity anymore. Like what is your catalog? What is your sorry, I gotta put my phone on the charger. Like what are you bringing? Like do you make people feel? And that's what like that's I keep saying that, but that's where it all came back to. And it happened when I was pregnant. All of the songs that I recorded, I didn't feel like, dag, after I have my son, my third kid, I'll be 30. I don't, not saying I don't want to be out here rapping the stuff that's on It's a Rap Snack. I'll do it all day long, but what are the people outside of feeling like you're turning up? What can I make you feel? And that type of music and those type of artists and those type of people are Like it's so many people. Like it's so many people. Like I love the underground scene of Baltimore, and that's why I feel like none of the underground scene of Baltimore ever makes those lists. And when we finally get popping, we don't want to ever. Well, in my opinion, I don't care if I ever make your list. Like I never made lists in my whole life. I'm a popular loner. Everybody knows me, but people like I know her, but she
Oh,
don't hang with us like that. But she cool. She just don't hang with us like that, and I'm cool with that.
so you said that essentially when it comes to the emotions of music, there's only one emotion, which is just turn up, party, celebration. Do you feel as though having that one emotion within music, kind of stunts the artist's creativity or overall like culture's creativity?
Yeah, like cause like and I feel like and it's not a bad thing. Like if that's all you can do, like then do it. Do your like do the shit out of it if that's all you can give to it. But just that's why I said make people feel something. But where like life is changing, the times are changing, the world is changing. Like with everything that's going on, I don't have not like I it's a lot of stuff I want to perform at right now. I have like new stuff that I've written that I can perform at these black empowerment and speaking to people. Like I don't have any music I think uplifts a woman, and I'm a woman who feels like women should be uplifted. How dare me?
Absolutely.
So it's like how can I talk about a popular rapper? Oh, she don't make music that uplifts women. You don't either. It's an accountability.
A-
So that's why I said it's a rap snack. It's definitely my fresh like when you going into high school, the first like you got this expectation of what you expect it to be and what you think you got to do and all the stuff you got to do. So it was a growing process. I always say you will grow with me if you stay along the ride, you'll grow and learn. You'll go throughout the whole process.
Absolutely. Huge shouts out to episode 53's wonderful guest, Yoko McThuggin.
Hey.
I want to give a few shout outs to everybody that's in the building right now. Huge shouts out to Bitchy Spice. Shouts out to Keith the Vandal. Great interview from yesterday. Shouts out to
Yeah.
who else we got in here? Shouts out to King Bo. Shouts out to H. Spiegelman. Shouts out to Tiftionary. Huge fan of the show. Shouts out to 5150, Reese, and others more.
Hey, Reese.
So, Miss McThuggin, could you tell
Mm.
us about Stoner Gang music and the inception of Stoner Gang music?
Stoner gang music. Stoner gang music, and I want to put a like super big shout out to Henny, the true stoner. Like he was the person that like gave me the like bump, giving me the utilities, the places, and everything to utilize to build my career. Like he taught me like the game, the basics of it. Like he was the person like if you really want to do this, get your BMI, get your ass kept. Like just do cover yourself, build your platform. So once you get up there, you don't have somebody else building your platform without you doing it. Like your hard work, like you know your numbers and how to connect to your accounts, your Spotify's. You don't let nobody else control that. He taught me how to be an independent artist. Like I love it to death. Like my big stages came from Stoner Gang. Just he taught me how to network, like just the meeting people, and then of course like the weed aspect, like Stoner Gang, like and then we educate. Like it's a marijuana education, cannabis education, health. How you like this? It's not just get out here and smoke blunts. What can CBD do for you? The knowledge of it. Like if you do want to get your marijuana license, you know you also can get a gun license. It's just informative, it's information. So Stoner Gang really isn't just music. It's just that's a base that we cover right now.
That's actually pretty insightful and pretty inspiring, being as though a lot of music labels just really just worry about the music and just shipping it out and just publishing and just off that. Whereas though you guys bring a different aspect to the culture, not just the music, but the education of what's going on right now, especially when it comes to the cannabis industry, and not just informing others of the cannabis industry, but the discrimination behind the cannabis.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you feel as though with this education that you guys put out, do you feel as though it separates you guys from other brands?
Um, It does, but it wasn't set out to make it seem like oh we're doing this to seem different. It's just as a African American in general, your job is to inform your people of any knowledge you get. And Henny is fortunate enough to be one of those people that It gets a lot of knowledge, takes it in well, and knows how to teach people. Like right now, even though we have Stone, like if you go to the Stoner Gang website, www.stonerworldorder.com, like we have Stoner University. Yes, we teach you about cannabis awareness and health and stuff like that, but right now it's teaching us about our amendments and our rights. Like he's informing people about this. Like as it's our job first as Black people to inform each other as gods. Like we're like it's past being a Black man, like a name, like as a god, you're supposed to inform the people around you. And if we can use music to do that as a segue, like
Absolutely.
just to hit, not say killing two birds with one stone, but really.
Pretty much. Do you feel as though the each one teach one philosophy is dying within hip hop? Because I feel as though that's your main root within Stoner Gang music is each one teach one. Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times, especially like people like us that's in like the industry and talk to people things like that, they'll have this ideal of not casting pearls upon swine. Do you feel as though that helps or hinders the industry?
I feel as though like if you're hurting not just the industry, the people around you, because the people in the industry, we're making content that affects other people, not just partying, but like music and everything affects you like on a neurological level. So we're making content that affects other people. So yeah, that's a problem. Like if you're not teaching the next person, you're not informing them how to be a better person. If you know how to do something that can make the world just this much better. If everybody does something to make the world this much better, you know how much better the world would be? Just teach somebody something, tell somebody something, inform somebody something. Like just pass it along. It doesn't hurt you. You're not going to die from telling somebody like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't do this." You're not going to die. I promise you. I pro- Not unless it's like police or some shit like that. I had to catch myself. Like not unless it's one of them.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I appreciate you catching yourself because that could have gone on a tangent. Uh,
Yeah, like I have to listen, I have to catch myself. That's another thing I'm learning about myself. Like I'm a ranting ass motherfucker. Like I will go on for days about shit. Even if it don't is not generally me. I'll see some stuff and I got an opinion. Like I got a mouth. Like if I wasn't supposed to talk, like I probably wouldn't have lips and a tongue and be able to vocalize words. So I'm going to talk.
Absolutely.
Like I'm a talker.
So the next song I wanted to talk to you about, which is pretty on time because yesterday was Tupac's birthday. The song I want to talk about is Thug Life. So tell us how this song came to be and how you guys conceptualized it.
Okay, Thug Life was if you're familiar with the beat that I cover, it's Young Thug's good gosh, I can't remember his it's a Young Thug beat and I like I've and see
Is this on Beautiful?
beautiful easy breezy beautiful thugger girls or something, it's on that. But
Hey.
and I've gotten to the point now, like I said, if I ever really remix songs, I want to have the Wheezy effect on it or the Nicki effect. I want you to like my song so much you forget that there's an original. There's an original. I covered somebody's beat. That's not mine. Somebody else's song. And like, no, I kind of like yours a little more. So like and then that was a favorite song of mine during that time. Like I was just getting turned on to Young Thug, and then I was learning to test my ranges as far as singing. Like I can't sing. Like I will not get on here and lie to y'all and say I can sing, but I got with a like teeny bit of tune. I can fuck some shit up. So that was just me testing my range as far as music, and then trying something different.
Do you feel as though making industry beats your own is a lost art in 2020?
Kinda, sorta, kinda, sorta. Like it's people because I think right now because there's a lot of beats that I like that I won't cover because they're oversaturated, and then with everybody oversaturating it, it doesn't hit the way it's supposed to. Like that song, no, it's not a song that unless you're a Young Thug fan or you're familiar with his work, you wouldn't have known that song. So you got you, it's I call it biased ears. Like if I have to take a step back from certain music if I ever want to like make like Like right now, I like in general outside of like my favorite artists, like I don't care. I love Nicki, like Nicki and like Gucci and like people like that and Lil Uzi. Like I listen to a lot of R&B. It's hard. It's not that it's hard for me. I don't unless I personally know you. I listen to your music, but if I know you, I don't want to sound like you, and I won't catch myself sounding like you because that's your sound. But when you listen to everybody else's music and you're covering everybody's beat or the hot beat at the moment, every song sounds just like the original song. There's nothing. It doesn't make it yours.
Right.
So like I have to take a step back from certain things so I don't catch biased ears. And you can't hop on even if the song is super super hard. You really can't do it if you really want to make a good body of work to the music. Like if you just want to drop a freestyle, go ahead and fuck it up. But if you want to make a verse, a hook, like make a song out of somebody else's song, don't catch biased ears. Like you gotta give it a second.
Exactly. Do you feel as though with well, for one, I feel like people don't really cover like Young Thug beats or any beats at all. Like I guess after 2014, like back in the day, that was actually a thing. Whereas though, like you could easily find the instrumental online or on YouTube, things like that. But whereas though, like nowadays, you have to like at best find a remake. Like at best,
Exactly.
do you,
Exactly. And that's really hard.
do you feel as though that puts the remaking of beats at a different perspective in 2020 than what it was 10 years ago?
Um, I mean the access to the beat, but I do think it makes it a little easier, and then it makes it better on the artist in my perspective, because I believe three of the beats on "It's a Rap Snack" weren't the actual beat. It was I had to find the remakes of those beats, and say the song actually bumped or did something. That's not y'all beat. Like I can go find this person, and so I think with the remake culture, people being able to remake a beat, it helps with the whole copywriting and
Legal system.
attacking like that part. Like I like it. I told you I used to steal beats from YouTube all day. Like I had to learn to stop doing that until I went somewhere and somebody else had my song. Like I'm like, that's mine. They're like, well, I stole it from YouTube. I stole it from YouTube too. Like, what's up?
So
So like that's definitely
the next song I wanted to talk to you about was called "Perfect." Tell us how you came up with this song's concept and how it kind of like pales in comparison to everything else.
perfect. When I wrote perfect, like a lot of my music is like I pull from not unless I'm like talking about super thug shit. Like I'm personally never kicking in nobody's doors. Like I take a lot of like stories. Like I write, I read. Like I'm a storyteller. Like that's the type of stuff I want to do. But it's songs like Perfect that are inspired by a person or situations, and I was in a place where I couldn't really tell that person how I was feeling about the situation because I had no business being in that type of situation. So I wrote about it. And at the time, like I had just met, not just met the a young lady, Elon the Dawn, but we were performers at the Love and Hip Hop open mic, so I would always see her there, and then we became like super super cool. And so, hey Benny, we linked up, and I asked, hey, do you want to collab? And we was recording at Jordy Man's studio, and that's how Perfect came along. She came, she had her verse, and then I wanted to test the range with me writing for some, not really writing for somebody else, but writing something that somebody had to sing, because I can write amazing songs, but I can't sing a fucking lick. Like, so I was testing my writing just to have like Perfect is special to me because I hear somebody else singing something, even if it's not a lot. She sing like the hook. She's singing something I wrote, and it sounds so good. Like Perfect is one of my favorite songs. Like she's like that's like I've done a few features, but she's definitely like one of my favorite features. Like I know her verse like it's mine. Like Perfect is special. And then it's the Chris Brown Davies beat.
Oh wow! Is it?
Like yeah.
Hold on.
Mhm. Mhm.
I caught that. I caught
And
that.
this was the song that I had to get a remake of the beat because I couldn't like their song had just came out or not just came out but it was still spinning in places. So I'm like, damn, I can't find the fucking beat. Can't find the beat like the right beat, and so I found a remake, and still the same timing. Because I was, before I found the beat, like I'm one of those people, like I was writing from the song. Like I had to tune them out and write from the song. And so when I found the remake, it was super, super easy, super, super easy to play that along. And I'm like, this was perfect. Like it was perfect. Like
Gotcha.
perfect.
Do you feel as though with like the remaking side of like certain parts of It's a Rap Snack, it gives that balance between feeling like an album and feeling like a mixtape? Would you concur?
Yes, like I wanted you to like because I didn't want it to sound because it wasn't uniformed enough for me to sound all the way like an album. But I had songs that if I did create an album, this would have made an album cut. But this is more like a mixtape song. That's why some songs have two verses and versus some that just have me just straight rapping and then the song is over. Because some songs were literally just me freestyling in the very beginning and then me learning how to write, build a foundation for a song. This was the hook, this is the bridge, this is where we're gonna make people be like, oh, like how does this gonna like how is this gonna look when you perform it? Like can you imagine like when people think that beat is done and then they come back and you fuck it up again? Like I had to learn that. So that's why you and it's like shorter songs and it's like all the way through songs on It's a Rap Snack. Like it was me learning how to build a song. And
Got
Perfect was one of those.
it is
Oh,
one.
shout out to Elon. Like I fucking love Elon. Like and baby Dax's first birthday is today. That's my son's best friend and stuff. Like so yeah. That was a dope song.
Huge shouts out to Elon, and also huge shouts out to episode 53's.
53.
Yeah, 50. I don't have any.
You've been doing it. You just been doing it.
Ever since like everything's shut down, like I usually had something called Swayze TV Live, which is like my performance series where I'll just have people just perform. You know what I mean? I can
Hmm.
pay artists and stuff like that. But being as though everything's shut down, and I don't want people performing on a cell phone, I'd much
Exactly.
I'd much rather give people content in the same sense, but in the more like calm down manner, being as though we're on the phone. So
Exactly.
got the interview. So I'd really
Yeah, I love it. It's dope. It's definitely dope. I told you I like it. I like talk. I perform. Not saying I don't enjoy performing. Like I love performing. Like I make music just so I can get on the stage and fucking rap. Like I love the stage aspect of it. But I'm learning to enjoy this aspect as well because like I said I'm not out and about, or when I am out and about I'm like the wolf. I watch. I'm a watcher. Like I like not unless I'm comfortable and I'm with my people. I experience just through watching. So nobody really gets to know me. So in this aspect is sitting down like, hey, I know if somebody came out of here like I know a little more about her than I did yesterday. I understand her a little more now. Like she's not just this crazy person that goes from like super happy to like, oh my god to hey, y'all want to smoke blunts with me on live? Like I don't look as manic once you get to know me.
right. Do you feel as though with this switch over in technology and how everything's pretty much at home right now, how, in your opinion, how will this affect future performances for artists such as ourselves?
I mean, only thing I feel as though I mean, from the artist aspect, I mean, especially from my aspect, I just kind of wish things will go back to, it'll never go back to normal, but just a more normal aspect because I love the live shows and concerts, but it's nothing like being with the people and really, really seeing them. Like right now, I'm seeing people come up and I'm seeing numbers, but it's different versus that person's right there. Like it's a different vibe. I mean, it does make it accessible. You do feel a little more connected to the artist that you're interested in because you get to watch them on live and they're not most of them right now aren't super dressed up, made up. Like you're seeing them in their most natural selves, so you actually are learning to like people. Like in this throughout this whole quarantine, I've learned to like Tory Lanez. Like I've always enjoyed his music, but I always hated the fact that he quote unquote steal from like underground
All right.
people. So I'm like, oh my god, he's a thief. I can't stand Tory Lanez, but just hearing him speak and just the way he thinks throughout this whole like quarantine, I'm a Tory Lanez fan. I like the way you think. Like I already enjoyed your music, I just thought that you made good music that you stole. Now, different. It's different. It's different. It's different. Like I it's an understanding. Like
Got
so that part I do enjoy. It gives you a more personal feel with the artist.
it. Absolutely.
Hey Piff. Piff is Big Stoner Gang too. Make sure y'all hit her up for all your waist beads, handmade jewelry. Piff got all the connections. And she has the third eye sunglasses right now.
Ooh,
And she can customize them for you.
check
Get
it
her.
out. I'm gonna give a few more shouts out to everybody else who's in here. Shouts out to Geek Power. Shouts out Big Juan, Dosha Burner, Money Mike 9. Shouts out YMC Bouncer, Doja Burner. Oh,
Hey y'all.
thank you. Huge shouts out to Benny Harding, a former guest on the show. Shout
That's Benny.
out to Emma.
That's my rap sister.
Oh man, y'all. Actually, that's it. That's the next note that was right on my thing. I was gonna go right into more shout outs, but I really want to talk about female camaraderie within the rap community. What's your take on it?
And I hate to like always show my age, but like first saw like rap music, it ladies' night. That was like women. It really wasn't like no, because it was Little Kim's, it was Foxy's. Like everybody was like
A bad
R&B chicks. Every like that's my always been my idea of female music. Like let's be cool, but as although I love me some Nicki, she made it a little sticky for
everybody.
the because she was the only one at her time for a long time. It just made it weird when new other girls came along and everybody instantly made it competition, because when there's so many people doing it, how's everybody competing with everybody? No, we're not. We're focused on our own thing. But when it's just two people to look at, it's like let's make them beef for like no. So and plus I'm too old for it. And then majority of the women, like shout out to all the women in Baltimore that are doing music. I think I'm probably like one of the older ones. So I'm not about to fight you at a party. I'm not about to beef with you on the internet. Like I got real life and real shit going on. Like I make music because I love it. Like and it makes me feel good and I make people feel good. I don't have no time to be angry. Like y'all be mad for no reason. Like I like your music. Like your shit is dope. Like it's a lot of fucking like off top. We're gonna like Elon, Benny, who else? Elon, Benny, Chrissy, Miss Cam. Like I recently just became like with getting connected with other people in the underground. Shout out to Manny D. She was the one who like opened the doors to let me see all these like underground women like doing their music. Elon, Chrissy, Manny D. Yeah, Manny D does music as well. Who else? Like it's Benny, Miss Cam. It's a young lady stargazing that's doing music. Who else? The Buffy the Beauty, Precious Amore. Who else in the city like that? I personally fuck with your music. Lady MK. Um, and these are chicks that like never make them fucking lists when they had them lists, and that's the type of shit that blow me. Like every chick that I just named is fire as fuck. Like it's fire as fuck. Like they never make them lists. Like I listen to the chicks that I listen to in the city and I want to collab with and work with is people like y'all gonna be mad that y'all ain't work with them earlier on.
Absolutely.
Like you got to see like the star power in a person, not what the popularity in a person. Like it's so many like super dope chicks. Like, but the ones like I just tried to like definitely name off the top. Like those are definitely some of my faves right now. Like shout out like the birthday pack from Miss Cam. Benny, she got and Benny's song like that. I felt special when she dropped that because when she first originally like was working on that song, these niggas never chilling. Like when me and Benny used to be like rap sisters, like this, like we was recording together. Like me and Benny had unreleased hits together.
Ooh,
Like I sing Never Chillin' before it got finalized. Like that's why like when it's out now, like I fucking love it. Elon has like her new music. Manny D has Sailor D. They just collab. Chrissy Stay High just dropped a project. Like it's just like it's so many chicks in the city that's doing so much. It's like, come on now.
absolutely.
Like,
I think if it's one thing I'm really trying to advocate is not just like female rap in general, but just like the diversification of female rap.
Like, and everybody I just named made completely different types of music. Completely different types of music.
Absolutely. And I think if there's one thing that we can really notice about not just Baltimore hip hop, but female Baltimore hip hop, it's not just, you know what I'm saying, that same five circle within DTLR. It's not just the same five people that go through the Crown and Auto Bar. It's a huge world to go in between.
Like, it's so many.
And I feel as though us as artists, we have not just like a duty, but an obligation to pretty much spread the word of the people that make music, just like us.
Exactly.
They're not just like our comrades. They're not just like people. They're our family. You know what I'm saying? We're the co-workers that just I clock in 9 to 5.
No, like you're my like I appreciate like your well being like concerns with me. Like you like once I say like you're my people, like you're my people now. Do you know that? You're my people now. Like
You heard it here first, folks. Inside the Rapper Studio, I am
we are people.
people. I actually have to put it in my bio now so people through. Huge shouts out to everybody that came through in the live today, whether it's 1 second, 1 minute, or the entire show. Huge shouts out to IG for actually doing their job today and cutting me off in the middle of it because of bad connections. Shouts out for that. Give a few shouts out to everybody else that's in the building right now. Of course, shouts out Benny Harding, Bitchy Spice. If you have Spice Yoko, check her out. She's a great R&B.
Yeah, everybody that joined, I'm about to go look at this stuff so I can follow everybody, check everybody else's music out. Like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Coming up next on Inside the Rapper Studio tomorrow, we are going to have Trill with the Bag. That's right.
Trill with the Bag.
We're going to be discussing his latest project, The Bag Chaser. Also working with Young Swansea, his compadre. We also interviewed him this Monday. Also, I'm giving away these hats at the end of the week. I got passwords for at the end of each episode. Of course, I'm not going to repeat them. You're going to have to go there and look at them yourself. So today's password is Dingy. Dingy. Dingy.
Dingy. Got you.
Third word, we got 5. 2 more to go for the rest of the week. Get all 5, get a free hat and a free sticker courtesy of moi. So, of course, from your host, Scoref Swayze, and our wonderful guest of episode 53, Yoko McThuggin. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
And from me as well, always, thank you guys so much. And forever, wash your hands and stay in the house.
Stay quarantined, man. Stay clean. Stay safe. Love you guys. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Yoko.
You're welcome.